Hey all, welcome to my YouTube channel Gurukul Pathshala. In this video, we are going to study about the kingdom fungi. As we are aware that the fungi are the eukaryotic organism, these also are the heterotrophic organisms. They have the great diversity in morphology and habitat, which means they can be available in habitat wherever it may be in morphologically also. They can be seen on the moist peat. The common mushroom you eat toadstools also are fungi, and some fungi can be useful, some can be cause diseases to plants, animals, and humans also. One of the example is that white spots seen on the mustard leaves are due to parasitic fungi. Parasite means which depends and the food and shelter on the other organism. As we know that these are heterotrophic also, which depend their food and shelter on the other organisms. And some unicellular fungi are yeast. Yeast is used to make the bread and beer. We daily eat the bread which will come from the enzyme is used known as the yeast. And these are the usages of the fungi. Some of them cause diseases in plants and animals. Example like wheat rust causing puccinia is an important example. Some of the are antibiotic penicillin. Cosmopolitan means which can be seen in anywhere else, which can seen in air, water, soil, animals, and plants. They grow in warm and humidity in water conditions also, like condition places also. Some with these some yeasts are which are unicellular, and for some fungi are the filamentous, which means they form like this filamentous. Their body consists of long, slender, and thread-like structures called hyphae. These are known as the hyphae, and the network of hyphae is known as this is mycelium. This is mycelium. The some hyphae are continuous tube with multinucleate, which means it can be more number of the nucleus can be seen. These are sinusoidal hyphae and other are subtype in their hyphae. The cell wall of the fungi is composed of the chitins. The important bit every time it can be asked, what is the cell wall of the fungi? It is made up of the chitin and polysaccharide. Most fungi are the heterotrophic and absorb the soluble organic matter from the dead and decay. The organic matter which are available from the dead and decay are called as saprophytes, which depend on the other organism, also known as parasites. They can also live as the symbionts, means association with one and other organisms are like providing food and shelter. Example, lichens, and the roots of the hyphae with mycorrhiza. And reproduction in fungi takes place by the vegetation, means fragmentation like this, and fission and budding. Asexual reproduction is done by the spores. Asexual reproduction is done by the spores called as conidia and spongiopores or zoospores. Sexual reproduction is done by the oospores, ascospores, and basidiospores. As we seen that so various spores are produced in the distinct structure called known as the fruiting bodies. The sexual cycle involves the three steps which known as plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. So plasmogamy is done by the protoplasm. These are the two cells. It is known as the protoplasm. So fusion of the protoplasm between two motile organisms, two motile gametes or non-motile gametes is known as plasmogamy. To fusion of the nuclei is known as karyogamy. And meiosis is in zygote is it is the resultant in the haploid spores, which means n in condition. Diploid means 2n, haploid means n condition. When the fungus reproduce sexually, two haploid hyphae of the compatible making the together and fuse. Two two fungi cells are sexually reproduce. The hyphae cells are compatibly and forms the fuse and forms it known as the this is end condition. End condition forms the two end condition. However, in other ascomycetes, in rare condition basidiomycetes and ascomycetes, it forms the dikaryon phase, which means n plus n condition. N plus n condition is seen. It is known as dikaryon. Di means two. Karyon means nuclear. After that, the parental nuclear fuse and become diploid. These two becomes a fuse and it forms the diploid state. Forms the fruiting bodies in which reduction division means to reduce meiosis division and is also known as the reduction. It leads to the formation of the haploid, which means n condition. It forms the 2n, forms the haploid spores. The morphology of mycelium, modes of spores formation, fruiting bodies. Based on these, fungi classification is done by the four types. Based on mycelium, modes of spores, fruiting bodies. Based on this, the fungi classification is done. It is of four types. We will see the classification in next class. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.